Greetings, greetings. Okay. How are you guys? This is Iyanda Siraj, the Eclectic High Priestess. I'm so grateful to be sharing this space with you guys. I'm going to give you guys a few minutes and get set up on Instagram. Um, Tonight we're doing a love and romance reading. Thank you guys for your patience as I was trying to get those channelings out. Um, just setting up here. Okay, here we go. Uh, Here we go. Here we go. Okay, y'all. So, love and romance is what we got going tonight. Whew. Just want to thank the ancestors real quick for letting me, uh, for helping me stay on task, helping me get here, helping me show up. I'm so grateful for you guys as well. Those who be here with me all the time and those who are new, thank you so much. So here we go, y'all. I really don't like the way that looks. So let me adjust a little bit. There y'all go. So what we're going to do tonight is love and romance. And I'm going to give you guys a couple spreads, maybe like 3. And go from there. So let's go ahead and look. So we're going to have a shadow element and a light element here. The shadow element will be here, the first cards, and then the next cards will be the light. But the light cards will also clarify the shadow, okay? So for the first group, we're looking at you and then your romantic partner. Okay, so, all right, so first we have strength. Olaya, it's the strength card in the original tarot or traditional tarot. And then we have, for your partner, stoicism or the hanged man, okay? That's the head space. Let's look in the heart space for you. 10 of Cups. Is that the 10 of Cups? It is. 10 of Cups. That's nice. I love that. Your partner, heart space. 10 of Swords. All right, y'all. 10 of Swords in reverse. Instagram, I'm just going to let y'all know now, we will be breaking and we will be going over to YouTube. So if you know you want to hear what we're doing, just go ahead and head over there. So the heart space for your partner is 10 of Swords in reverse. The feet for you is the Fool card in reverse or Origin. And then for your partner, feet is the 3 of Wands in reverse. All right, so let's check this out real quick for you guys. Looks really good. Overall energy is the 4 of Wands. So it's in reverse though. So for me, this would say that home maybe you may be at home making some changes, cleaning up the union or the foundation. So it's like the 4 of Wands, when it's upright, talks about a stable foundation. It can talk about a home. It's like the pillars that you build your relationship or your family upon. The 4 pillars, I guess I would say. So if it's in reverse with the broom here, that means there's a little cleanup that has to happen with your foundations, with the way things are operating. So you may be in that place of trying to clean up even your own act. So there might be some things that are being brought to the surface so that they won't be an issue in the connection anymore. So for you in your headspace, you have Olaya or the strength card, right? And So in your headspace, this is very good because it says to me that there is a gentle assertiveness that is being brought into play, especially with the way that you think about your relationship, how you handle people, how you speak to people. And then it's just like, because the lion roars, but the lion also cuddles and purrs. So this is saying that there is a time for the harshness. You wouldn't speak to a baby or a child the same way that you would speak to an adult. So this is an indication that someone is having perhaps someone even has a baby on their mind. But either way, this is definitely talking about you're thinking about right now the way that you feed the relationship. See these gold hands? It's like the effort that I put in or my contribution to the connection, does it stabilize it or destabilize it? All right, that's good, I guess. In your heart space, you have the Ten of Cups. I mean, this feels good. I mean, I think with the Orlaya card there, I do feel like this is saying that you are thinking about how to continue to cultivate this sense of happiness, or how to hold on to this sense of happiness and fulfillment that you found. It's like a crossroads, but it's not the decision crossroads. It's like you guys have come to an understanding, a meeting of the minds or something like that. So you may be trying to figure out how to make whatever changes that have been made a permanent part of this relationship or this connection moving forward. With your feet, this talks about the path, or just kind of like the steps you're taking right now. And we do have the Fool in reverse, or the Origin card in reverse. So this is telling me that, it's weird too, because there's almost this sense of not being certain or not being sure about something, taking very careful steps or addressing something very, very carefully, as to not make a mistake or make a judgment too quickly. So that's an interesting energy to have in your feet with the other energies that we saw here. But I'm not mad at it, because this together is a whole energy altogether. It would say that there is a strength and fortitude, and it's like it's not flighty. This is long standing. This has longevity. With the Origin card in reverse on the path, this that altogether would tell me that there is something that you can trust here. But it is saying that there is a sense of making sure that your reactions and your tone and just you handle this with emotional maturity, because you do have the Ten of Cups in the heart space, which for me would tell me that you have not only fulfillment, but you're considering all the people around you and their happiness as well. So you don't want to make a mistake only thinking of yourself or only thinking of the present moment. And that's how that feels. So in your partners, um, y'all, I'll be letting Instagram do whatever. Okay, let's get these people off of here and send them on over there. All right, y'all. With your partner, their headspace, they have the Stoicism card, and that's the Hangman energy. So that would say that this person is kind of at a standstill. I think that this person could be waiting to see what your next move is, or how you treat a certain situation. Okay, because this person has had a lot of hurts. Well, with the Ten of Swords in reverse, this person has had a lot of hurts, and they don't know if that's over yet. Like, they don't know if it's the right time to move. They don't know if whatever changes that have been made are they don't know if it's permanent. They don't know if it can last, if it's sustainable. So and that's very indicative here too, with the Three of Wands in reverse, saying that the possibilities, they don't see the possibilities, they don't see the opening for this. So it seems like there's kind of like a almost the opposite energy here, where you guys have the same concern on your mind, but that there's two different reactions to it. Okay. Either way, both people are being very calculated in their approach. The Ten of Swords in reverse in the heart space would tell me that this person does have some residue from the past that they are still trying to address. They don't feel as if they are ready to press forward or step forward into whatever this might be. Yeah, the Three of Wands has a crescent moon. So this person doesn't feel like it's in reverse, see, but this person doesn't feel like they're quite ready or that the time is here yet. They don't think that they've had enough time to heal, maybe, or that this thing can stand the test of time, right? Now, let's clarify these energies here for you guys and see what else we get. Let's not do that for this. Let's just shuffle. For love and romance, what do we have for the collective here for love and romance? We're looking at the person here listening to this reading first. That's good here. All right, dear. So let's clarify the headspace for you guys. I'm going to do one card that reads both of them because that makes sense to me. Four of Swords. A lot of contemplation, a lot of meditation, reflection. You know, also the Four of Swords. The story of the Four of Swords is that, you know, like when men used to go off to battle, before they left, the town or the community would make a casket for each individual that was leaving. And so the soldiers would go out, they would come, if they made it back, they would go spend time in meditation and prayer, showing gratitude that they didn't have to use their casket. Okay. So there is something here about the journey that you have been on and returning from it. There's a lot of gratitude for the path that you guys have been on. So where one person feels like whatever you guys have been through has brought out a sense of gentle strength, or it's challenging them to be more gentle in their strength. And then the other person is still feeling as if they have not quite recovered from the battle that they just came out of. And so they are also recovering. Okay. They're trying to rest and recover here. I also feel like too with you, you know, that gentle strength. It says that, you know, there is a sense that maybe you are putting harshness or just that general aggression. Maybe you're just going to put it to rest, right? You're going to put it to rest. So let's see what the heart space says for the two of you guys. The Page of Wands. So here is kind of talking about a creative outlook on something or a unique perspective on something, you know. And I also feel like there's details. So this is saying that, you know, the details of this can be worked out, or the inner workings of this can be addressed in a very creative or non-traditional way almost. But mice always speak to me about like details, or pests, right? But I do feel like there's like like the minor details of something that are being addressed here in the heart space. So for your partner or your person of interest, the details or the actions, these details of this past hurt, this person is trying to take action towards that alone. And for you over here, this says that, you feel like you have the key, or you feel like that you have the next few steps or the answer or whatever to whatever this situation is. You may feel a little more sure than this person. I'm definitely picking up on that. So in your feet, yeah, this makes so much sense. You have the Five of Pentacles. So you're not taking a leap of faith, or you're being careful not to react or move too quickly, or to Yeah, too quickly, I guess. And then for this person, they're not necessarily seeing the possibility. They're not seeing that there are some other options to make this work. So with the Five of Pentacles here, that makes so much sense because the big fear between you guys is that one or the other person is going to get left out in the cold. Okay, so you don't want to react poorly because you don't want to have anybody feeling that way. And then this person actually is just afraid of being left out in the cold. Okay. Um, Now, also though, with the Five of Pentacles, this is also a card that talks about, loss or grief. Okay. So whatever the two of you individually or as a unit are coming through, there is a sense of healing from whatever you feel like you have lost or that you have to leave behind. Um, you know, yeah, there's just something that there's definitely an emphasis on how long something can last or how long something can be maintained. The Knight of Coins is here and the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So this tells me the Knight of Coins is the slowest moving knight in the deck, but he is stable and he is steady. Okay. He always gets to where he's going. So I do feel like that there is a sense of, there might be a little more elbow grease, that needs to be put into something in order to really see its true potential. All right. I do get the emphasis on a lot of like really like self mastery here in this situation. If both people can come from that perspective, it'll be really great. All right. Let's do a couple of Romance Angel cards for the union. So we're going to go down the middle with these cards because we want joint energy of what's here for the two. What do we have here? Okay, here we go. Separation, y'all. See, this is the thing. Time apart from your partners on the horizon. So you know what I'm saying? Somebody wants a rest, somebody wants a break, or someone's feeling as if they can't necessarily take the next steps forward. I also feel like there's just distance between you guys at this point. There's just distance between you. There could be emotional kind of like, there could be space between you. That's how I feel. Just space between you at this time. And I don't know, but I really feel like with one person not really acting and the other person kind of being kind of aggressive, it's like a runner chaser dynamic right now. Runner chaser dynamic where somebody is retreating and someone is trying to push forward with something. Okay. You guys definitely I don't feel like you're seeing this from the same eyes, although you're very much looking at the same situation. I hope that makes sense. You're very much looking at the same issue here, but both of you hold different perspectives and are inspired by it differently. What else do we have here for this group here? What do you want to tell me about the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Swords? See, okay, there is an emotional cycle, emotional healing cycle that is healing for you. And then this other person is kind of like they're stuck in the brain. I don't really know how else to say that, but they're just stuck in their head. Yeah, they have a lot of pesky thoughts, fears, anxieties about this connection here. How do you want to clarify the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Swords in reverse? What worth waiting for? Oh God, y'all, I love it. So one of you was very certain that this is where you're going to find emotional fulfillment and the other person is not. The other person is trying to work their way through some difficult thought patterns and beliefs. So yeah. I don't know why, but this person's ears, like this gauge in this person's ears just stood out. So I'm not sure who that might be for, but Worth waiting for says divine timing is at work in your love life. Yeah, this is actually very much saying that. I can see that message here where stoicism or the hey man is saying that you're waiting for the right time or that you feel like you can't move right now. Um, so I love that. I love divine timing. And then with the separation card, it does feel too that whatever this distance is between you, whether it's a physical distance or just emotional, and that you guys are not on the same page, it's saying that there is something on the way that will assist you guys. There is an understanding that's about to be had, some sense of enlightenment that's going to take place, that is going to be able to drive this situation forward a little bit. I also feel too the this white fabric is standing out to me on these angels. So there is a sense of kind of like maybe like sitting in the bed with this person, wrapped in the sheets or wrapped in blankets, and just there's an idea or a concept that you start discussing, and this really even though maybe you don't start the conversation thinking that this is the solution, but it's like it could be. Is how it turns. It's how it sounds like it could be a solution. You know how you just say something jokingly and then all of a sudden you doing that thing, like that's the thing. That's the decision that gets made. So let's go over here and see what the origin in reverse and the Three of Wands. Look, reverse, release your ex, reverse. So I don't know. I guess that if there's, still, I said there was still residual energy, the time has come to clear your energy field. So apparently something is halted right now because there is some outside interference. There is some other energy. So if you did come through something difficult or you and your partner addressed something difficult, then you are a little more hopeful about this than the other person. But I do feel though that this person is attempting to try. I feel like this person is attempting to maintain optimistic, but they don't know how long they can go without knowing, I guess is how I want to say that. Release your exes here. So with the Five of Pentacles, that does feel like, there is this blockage here, this blockage, which is another person. So in this situation, it feels like if you do have someone or something that's lingering behind in the past, this is saying that you really need to decide what you're going to do with that thing. Like you really need to decide what you're going to do so that clarity can be had in this situation. Because it seems like someone's undecided about how to deal with an external energy in the relationship. Interesting. What's at the bottom of the deck? Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy, and that's in reverse. So yeah, there's definitely a lack of inspiration or motivation when it comes to whatever this is, because a person feels like they don't know if their efforts are going to pay off, or if something is, like I said, sustainable for the long term. Let's get some other messages here and see what they have for the higher love souling cards. I'm going to attempt to just get 3 cards telling me the general energy of this relationship or connection. Okay, I want that card right there to try to come out. New or revived relationship. I love that. So this is definitely coming back together after a pretty difficult happening, because I don't feel like it's actually a breakup. I just really feel like there was an energetic separation, like distance between two people. Transformation. So worth waiting for, transformation, and the Page of Wands. So I feel like passion is about to be reignited or has been reignited, but there is still the question of whether that spark is going to stay. That's interesting. And then learning and training. Yeah. So these 3 cards would tell me that that in fact there has been 2 learning cycles. There's 2 learning cycles, one with the Ten of Swords, one with the Ten of Cups. So one emotional, one mental, and spiritual. So this does tell me that there's definitely transformation taking place, lots of changes. But I think with down here, the learning and training thing is that something here was very karmic. So if that's the person or a situation or whatever it is, it's very karmic. It was, you have to take the lesson and move on, is how this feels to me. But I don't think that if it's a person, I don't feel like you've moved on or you let that go. Yeah. Feels like the lesson has been learned, but you won't let go. Okay. That's either way, though. We have achievement and success at the bottom of the deck. So that's beautiful. That means to me that whatever this is will be rectified. So whether I don't know, whenever this takes place, someone is going to make the proper choice here. And, we did talk about a creative aspect to how to handle the situation. So I'm just going to put it out there that, this could be, exploring different types of relationships, or just different dynamics, changing the gender roles, or just, shifting a few things so that the relationship can work better for both people. Okay, I'm going to pull out this sexual tarot real quick before I go into these other ones, because for whatever reason, this feels kind of like there might be some questions of sexuality, or there may be some, remember I said creativity in the relationship. So um, let's see what this is saying here. King of Pentacles. Yeah, okay, so it's kind of flirty. This person is, there's like a ring around the rosy type of energy here for me. A ring around the rosy. And I'm also feeling, okay, I don't know what this is about, but I do feel like somebody might have saw somebody naked, or that they weren't supposed to see somebody naked, but they did. So there's a little bit of discomfort in a situation because there was maybe like a friend or something, and they saw this person naked, or they saw your person naked. I don't know what that's about. But there is a sense of ring around the rosy, and I feel like that might be the person's concern. That if the, like the agreement or whatever they've agreed to in this situation, they don't know if it's going to actually bring them success, or if it's going to just keep going round and round and round, right? Okay, so let's move on. But the King of Pentacles would say that this person is concerned about the stability of it. We have the Fool and we have the Two of Swords here. So yeah, indecision about the next step. I do see this snake here. So this person is talking about, oh, and there's a couple having sex in the background. Okay. All right. So yeah, there is an energy of taking a leap or having a new start and allowing it to be a very intentional new start. So I feel this energy of like a really swooning. That's why I feel as if this person is kind of uncertain about whether they're going to get what they're hoping they're going to get, which to me feels like commitment, loyalty, longevity. They don't know if that's going to happen. So I can't really tell what took place in this relationship, but it seems like it was like a temporary pause, or something big had to be addressed. So this does tell me that in the heart space, this person doesn't know if they're going to always be walking around with someone slithering at their feet trying to get their person. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that this person does feel like whatever they've agreed to, it leaves the situation too open and they don't know what's going to happen. And the Hierophant. Okay, look what we got here though. I did talk about, and I was hoping that I could see if something like that would come out, because I did see that there was a certain type of dynamic, a creative dynamic. Now, this is the Hierophant, and this is a polygamous relationship apparently, because her Hierophant talks about marriage, commitments, higher ideals, your faith systems, and leadership, and all of that. So for me, this does say that there is some unique dynamic in a relationship that someone is exploring. Whether, and we see a man here, but this can be a woman and two men even. So however that plays out for y'all, but there does feel like there is a unique perspective or a unique solution to this. You know what it feels like? It feels like one of those situations where one partner decides that they like, they say the same sex partners too. So then whoever they, like, you allow another party into your relationship, um, and then you explore that. So that does feel like something like that. This person looks super chill about it though. So if you are somebody who has a partner and you've been considering this, or this comes up, this person seems like they would handle it really, really freaking well. Um, really, really well. It doesn't feel like it would take away from your relationship at all. Um, it just seems like this person, it's not about sex, it's not about any of that, but um, this person would be a great, um, this person will be easily shared, I guess is what I'm trying to say. This person would handle this really well. Okay. Yep. Lots of passion to be had. Lots of passion to be had if someone gives into that. So I'm going to put that away and just see what else we get here. Do I really want to go into, like, I have so many cards on this table. So I'm trying to decide which ones I really want to use. Okay, so there is definitely, okay, sometimes I do pick up on a lot of that like throuple energy, three people in a couple energy. But it doesn't have to be that y'all could be in a relationship together. Oh no, it is, because remember, something is being masked. Somebody has something that's being masked or hidden here. And so if they just say it, then some solution can be had. But if you won't say it, then it can't be had. Heart with the key. So you might be, I said welcoming love. This person, somebody is trying to welcome something new. Open your heart to the possibilities. Take the sleep. Hand of cards. Take a chance. Take a risk. So there is definitely a lot of energy here. Somebody, I don't know. I just feel like somebody could be doing research on that kind of stuff. Like, how do I even approach somebody or proposition somebody to be in my relationship? I'm just gonna share. There's this lady on Instagram. She has she's in a polyamorous relationship and she has multiple husbands and partners. And she actually has an academy, Progressive Love Academy, and she teaches other people the basics, how to have those types of relationships with the highest level of respect, and where everybody can kind of get what they want and what they need out of a relationship. And so she has multiple husbands. I think she has 2 husbands, and then each of her husbands has partners that they also have relationships with, like multiple that they have relationships with outside the circle. So they have kind of an open polyamorous relationship, open triad, I guess is what they call it. Either way, so with the date card at the bottom, it does say meeting someone new. And this just tells me that there is a new energy. There's an energy around. I'm also hearing that 2 people in a relationship could both be attracted to the same person, but they don't know that, outside of the relationship. Okay, well, that was interesting. Sometimes those messages are kind of strange to me, but that actually made a lot of sense. Anything else that we want to add here? But I feel like that was a very thorough wisdom. So there's lots of higher wisdom that's coming down. That Hierophant energy came down. So that's heart chakra, all the lessons that have been learned, the freedom that's been gained by having some type of realization or something. There's also a sage bundle here. So somebody probably might need to do some extra cleansing of the heart space, purging of the heart space, asking for cleansing. You need to pray for cleansing in the heart space. And you can actually, if you feel like you're the one who's more healed or more ready, then you can also do some type of healing or prayer or meditation for your person as well. Um, especially if you're at a distance from them, they could use your support. Yep, forgiveness. Look at that. And instinct. Yeah. So someone has the instinct to just kind of run, but I think that a lot of balance can be had in this situation. And I also feel like someone. Okay, so someone's first instinct is to just no, this is not going to work. Well, there's so many different images of this relationship being shown to you that you kind of can choose how this is going to look. There's all these different forms of this relationship. But also this instinct, that's the crown chakra. So that means that someone is being illuminated to higher ideals when it comes to love, even. Let's see if there's any kind of like karmic aspects that are still lingering in the situation. One. Okay, something really just popped out too. Herbalism. So okay. Um, you know what? There is certain things that you can do with herbs that can help to facilitate this. Okay, I'm not telling nobody to put no love spells on nobody, but there are things that you can do, like add cinnamon to your tea, you and your partner's tea, or add honey to sweeten you guys' relationship, to sweeten you guys' communication to each other. There's also when you're taking baths, looking at the specific healing qualities of the different herbs. I'm hearing agrimony. Agrimony is a good like herb for honoring your true feelings or bringing your true feelings to the surface. Um, so there is an instance here where I don't know if you guys, whoever this is, if you're into magic spells and things like that, you could do like a sweetening jar magic, putting all these nice sweet things in there. You can research it, but putting all these nice sweet things in there with the prayer that your relationship will be sweetened. You would burn a candle over the top of it, and that would be your ritual. But please research it to make sure that that's something that is useful for your situation before you do it. Aromatherapy as well. Someone's trying to, I just heard somebody trying to lure someone with scent, with some type of like maybe like essential oils and things like that. But there's definitely some instance of herbs being brought into a situation. Now, you could also be focused on school. You can also be focused on learning something new. And that's kind of like, that also comes up for me here. So is there anything else that could potentially be karmic? Okay, so since I asked if that would be karmic, there is a sense of this could be taking place, and I don't know how it's playing negatively, but karmic. So this says that you might be being led to learn about herbs, how to protect yourself and your relationship with herbs, or aromatherapy, something like that. Yeah, see, block. So this is saying that you guys both would benefit from having cords cut from outside entities. I also feel like too, with the herbalism card here, that's definitely saying that there's certain things that you can work with to put a protective energy around your relationship. Okay, so I'm also hearing about freezer spells. So, or I'm seeing it's standing out. So freezer spells would be like, it's a spell that you cast to freeze someone's action so that they won't be able to affect you for a period of time. Okay, so in the blocking spell or in a freezer spell, you write out your petition, whatever the person's name or whatever energy you're trying to slow down, and then you would put it into kind of like maybe a plastic bag or a jar, whatever you decide, and whatever herbs and stuff you decide to use, and then you would put it in the freezer and freeze these people. Now, if at whatever point you feel like you can take it out and thaw it out, you can unfreeze them. Okay. I learned this stuff as I go, y'all. And these cards literally are, I learned from my cards. So some of this stuff is not necessarily part of my spiritual practice, but I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it if it had to happen. Or, if I was just uncertain, because it's not going to hurt anybody. It just kind of gives you time to, I guess, get clarity or gain your footing again. All right, so let's see. One more, maybe? Nope. Let's take that one. Pluto. Okay, so yeah, I do feel like there is a sense of one cleansing, purging, integrating new wisdom, so that we can close out the cycle of karmic lessons here. Because Pluto definitely talks about like transformation, a lot of karmic energies. Could be cleared. It just depends on where you stand in the situation. But it does say that a lot of negative energy can manifest as your relationship or as this connection is transforming, and it doesn't necessarily have to be between you and your person. It can be a lot of negative other energies that are kind of like oh, with here down at the bottom when it said let the X go, Pluto would also be karma that manifests because you don't want to learn your karmic lessons. So if letting that person go was a karmic lesson, or speaking up or being honest, whatever it is a karmic lesson, then Pluto is here to saying that you need to make that decision. Now, all three of these together tell me that in order to protect this new chapter of your life, it would be beneficial for you to use or do some type of prayers, rituals, incorporating herbs, in order to protect this new chapter. Now, whatever that looks like for you, if you want to sage, because we did see that earlier. So if you want to sage, if you want to, whatever you want to do, just what I'm saying, just do that. Okay. Okay. I don't really think we need to use those. All right, so let's look at an outlook. How long have I been on here? 40 minutes? I ain't doing no more. I'm only doing this one. Celtic Knot, Unconditional Love, the Virgo card. Now this means that, okay, that's something that's maturing. A love is maturing, or something is definitely shining light on something for you guys, or shining light on a new path. I do feel like that. There is an energy though here of definitely people being committed to this process or to this relationship. I think that both people are maturing in their communication, because Virgo is ruled by Mercury. So both people are maturing in the way that they communicate, also in the way that they express their inner world. So it's like things that you have come to learn and master within yourself. How do you express that out to a partner or to a love interest? That, like, these are the things that I've been through, and these are the skills that I've obtained and adapted from them. Because when, especially when, and then Mercury is down there, so there's a double hit about really taking control of your situation. Okay, so the mice card came up too. That's the second time we've got mice here. So let's see what the words say here: illness, fatigue, stress, anxiety, worry, reduce, restless, filth, decay, deteriorate, loss, and theft. See, now that is an energy. Remember, I said in the heart space, this person was concerned that there was still a little pest around, or that there is still a pest around, and this person is concerned that they're going to work themselves. They're going to work towards this, and that it's still going to fail or going to die. Okay, or that someone might still be able to slip in and take it away. All right. But we do also have the Magician here. So this says that there are all the elements. If all the elements are brought into play, then there can be a very good outcome here. The changes can be good. Okay, the Death card was right under that. So, you know, also I'm feeling this sense of a commitment that's based on like some type of sacrifice that was made in the past. So there's like a commitment or loyalty based on a sacrifice that was made in the past for this group. I do feel like there's a complete transformation when it comes to thought processes, ideas about love. I do. This is great. It's a very transformational time for this relationship. I feel that for sure. There's a lot going on here. Okay, so let's just get some random cards and see what these messages say for y'all. Let's get some randoms. What you got for them? How do you want to add to this message here? Let's go with that. We got leadership role. Somebody might have to actually take the lead in this. Ooh, 33. Yeah, master builder. So it's like somebody needs to take the leadership role by saying, hey, I would like this thing, or hey, there's something I haven't told you, and I really want to get it out and see what you feel about it. So someone needs to take the leadership role on building this new foundation, because 33 is that master builder number, right? I'm also hearing Jesus, so that's Christ as well. So I don't know, passion, compassion, forgiveness, that energy. Then you have YouTube and blog here. I don't know. Is somebody thinking about doing like a family YouTube channel? That's interesting. What else do we have for? What are you telling me about the YouTube and blog energy? Aquarius, compassion. Yeah, there's actually, I said compassion up there with Jesus too, but I do feel like there is a sense of kind of like, I don't know, like I'm seeing like influencer type of couples or something, to where like if you do take some type of creative approach in this relationship, that it could be something that could become, if you have been thinking about it, it could become a thing, like you sharing your story, you sharing your life, and the way that you're building it with people, with the public. Anything else here for this group? Not yet. Ooh, okay. Cancer. Okay. I just heard I'm not ready to give up just yet. And release. Yeah. See, I'm not ready to give up yet. And then perseverance. Look. Oh my gosh. So the person is not, you guys, I don't know. You guys are not ready to give up on this. I don't think you should. It says, yes, follow your heart and loyalty. Yeah. So it's saying that if you're not ready to give up, but yeah, play with the ideals. Play with your relationship ideals a little bit and see what happens. What else we got here? The letter F. Maryland and Minnesota. Ooh, okay, what else? Nebraska. A lot of states here. Maybe I didn't shuffle those good enough. Let's go. Tell me what these cards are up here. Okay, so when I was creating this, it was kind of funny because I was just randomly going through different things that I wanted to add to the deck, and I put like all these different places that you could meet a person, smoke something. Okay. Bicycle, motorcycle. Okay, so what? I don't know what these random messages are. Smoke something. Does somebody have anxiety? Because the smoke something, that's what I meant when I made that card. Was like, you need to chill, like zen out. Bikini and Sacral Chakra. Okay. Kentucky. Okay. All right. So I don't know. Let's take these states out of here real quick. F, smoke something. If somebody's saying the F word for sure, like out of frustration. Then we have bicycle, bikini, sacral. Okay, so with bikini and sacral, that definitely feels like somebody on a. Okay, so if you were in a bikini or you recently were on vacation, it's like somebody was really attracted to that. Somebody really liked that. Bicycle, motorcycle. I don't know what that's about. Okay, so there is. Okay. For whatever reason, I'm feeling like this is telling me about some like internal things. So I don't know why this feels like someone maybe had a predisposition or was like opposed to smoking, to weed or something like that. Maybe it's because of some type of health condition that they overcame, so they kind of feel some kind of way about it. And smoke something is actually up here with the herbalism card. We was talking about saging. So maybe somebody need to really sage. Like maybe somebody really, really need to sage their space. Okay. Bicycle, motorcycle. All I'm picking up on here is two wheels. I'm also hearing minimal effort or max effort, because the bicycle, you actually have to use your own effort to keep momentum, and the motorcycle is ran by something else. It's just running, right? So that's also an information. That's also, I feel like that's also speaking to the concern about how much this person can really give, or how much it's going to take to get this thing really rolling in the right way. Bikini, two-piece. I don't know what that's about. Somebody wants to get into a bikini, or somebody bought a bikini that they have a goal to fit into. Because the sacral energy here would say that somebody, this also feels like a date night. Either way, somebody is feeling kind of sexy, or is feeling kind of sexy, or they're trying to change their body image a little bit. That's interesting. Okay, I think that's enough from this deck. Is that enough? Yeah, that's enough. Okay, so the sacral chakra and the root chakras. So you have tradition, stability, I guess expectations. I'm also hearing. I don't know what that's about, but okay. Um, and then you have the sacral chakra, which is creativity, sexuality. Um, yeah, creativity, sexuality. I'm sure there's some other things that I'm not necessarily thinking about right now, but yeah. And since I decided to cheat y'all out of additional readings, I'm just going to go ahead and pull some additional cards to see what the other messages are. Home. Yep, the Four of Wands was up there. There was lots of fours here, so there's definitely an element of creating foundations, revisiting or reanalyzing the structure of something, moving into balance. Yeah. Okay, so apparently they past, present, future. Yeah, again, somebody is looking at what happened in the past, where you stand now, and then how long it's gonna last. That's somebody is literally concerned about that. But at the bottom of the deck, we have stripping illusions, and then we have letting go right under that. So, stripping illusions would definitely say that there's some sense of um, uh, self-imposed negativity that's happened, or something that's coming just from past experience or what you expect. But with the letting go card and the retreat, it does feel like, this negative feeling or this illusion energy is coming from something that really happened. It really took place, but the illusion is that it's going to continue, or it's like basically they created this storyline in their mind about how things go from this point forward. And I get the feeling that they're not saying that. Ascension. Oh, I love that. Okay, and then creativity at the bottom. So there's definitely a sense of rising above those fears and those illusions in order to find peace and harmony, because you've adjusted your mind state. You've adjusted your mind to accommodate this new energy, this new experience that you're having. I love that, because I'm a firm believer in, like, when you say you want something, you have to rise to meet it. Somebody is saying, is this a gamble? No, it is a gamble, but you lucky. Yep, because wish fulfillment with the star. Your hopes are going to be actualized in this situation. Don't. Oh, birds. Okay, so communication is big element here, but also they're all sharing this one house. So again, we have this element of some type of communal type of living, or multiple people contributing to one household type of thing. Yep, and then the Swans. So for me, this definitely speaks to taking a gamble. What you want out of it is what's going to come out of it, as long as there's adequate communication and that everybody's being truthful. I also feel like good standards, expectations need to be expressed, especially if we're bringing other people into our relationships. We want to make sure that we're communicating well. Okay, so practice it with your person first if this is something that you're exploring. What do you expect out of it, type of thing. There is indicator here that, if you clear up all the negative expectations and things like that, there's definitely some success to be had here with the Rider card coming out in the Scythe, meaning that you're gonna go from 0 to 100 real quick in something that you thought might take forever to rectify, or that you didn't think could be a thing. All right, I feel like that's enough of those. Yeah. Locking the key, a lock of heart. Wait, was it? There was a heart with the key before, and we just had it again. So it's like, do I still hold the key to your heart? What's the key to keeping this thing moving? Imprisonment. Remember, we talked about somebody having those thoughts. There's a self-imposed prison. Then we have this mice here again, saying that this person is riddled with fear, anxiety. They don't know what's going to happen. The mouse is here. Yep. See, look, I'm telling y'all, courtship and another 4. This definitely feels like something like if there's a break or distance between two people, they're definitely revisiting that. They're having date nights. They're putting some more effort into their appearance to make sure that they look good for their partner. So there's a whole lot of changes and a whole lot of efforts that are being put forth in order to kind of have a successful future here. The man is the one that's concerned in the situation because he is so very much in love with this woman. There's no doubt about it, never faltered ever. And the woman might be the one who kind of has the wayward eye a little bit. Just putting that out there. Greetings, greetings. Concern. Look at that. Concern. And the mature woman is down here too. The mature woman is not an older woman. The mature woman is, so the concern is that, and that was 33 again, y'all. Look at that. Anyway, the concern is this woman is changing, growing, developing, elevating, and that's the concern. Is this person going to outgrow me? Am I going to be able to keep up? Type of thing, you know. And I feel like that happens a lot, kind of like that's a worry a lot when it comes to these higher love situations. I want to put it like that. Sometimes the one person will run because they don't understand and it seems too big and seems too much. They don't know if they can keep up. Okay. And I put distant horizons. Look at that, y'all. I'm just, come on now, with expectation, message of concern. So it does feel me. It definitely tells me that somebody is really, really concerned about this. Can I save my marriage? And I will say this is definitely a couple and another lady. So I don't know what this is about. I'm not going to get into all y'all's business like that, but I'm already in it, huh? What else do we have here? What other cards are up here for me to share? I tried to put as few decks on this desk as possible, and I still ended up with 12. Okay. Okay, so there's definitely lots of study, lots of putting an effort to perfect or master something. I also feel like there's an energy of the masculine in this situation, or the masculine energy in this situation, learning more, growing in their knowledge and their wisdom. They're being guided to you. This person is going to be the leader in the relationship when it comes to developing spiritually. Not that you'll be in control of everybody's process, but that you will be the forerunner, and that you will share the knowledge with your partner. And if you guys have children, you'll be the one, you know, who's holding that foundation together. And I also feel like this is a message to both people that over time, this can continue to grow with consistent effort. It's not something, you know, I'm just going to say it like this. Marriage is not something that just works from the beginning. You know, it does take work. It does take trying different things, you know, looking at different perspectives, because he has a whole stack of books here. So it's saying that he's taking time to look at different views and perspectives in order to see how he might best work towards stability in this situation. I'm saying he, of course, that can be interchangeable. Then you got the 8 of Raphael. Come on now. There's a very good theme now of 8. There's something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right for you, a spiritual quest. See, I do feel like this is speaking to a spiritual quest. And the fact that they're both 8s definitely tells me that it's very much destiny. It's very much led by I just heard the Holy Spirit. Okay. So it's very much led by the Holy Spirit. I don't even use that term a lot, but it just came to my mind. This journey of growth and development is very much led by the Holy Spirit. I'm just going to say it because that's what he said. Whatever you're walking away from, has served its purpose. It's that it's not that it's not useful anymore, because there's a lot of richness in what you're leaving behind. This is more so like a quest to go gather something and bring back and add to what you have. That's kind of the energy here. The Six of Ariel says that, reciprocity here, making sure there's balance, making sure you're showing gratitude for the person that is in your life. And even showing gratitude for the journey, for the path that's brought you this far. Okay. Somebody like to make apple crisp or apple pie, because that's coming to my mind right now. And she got all these apples up here. If you make a good apple crisp or apple pie, let me know. You know what I'm saying? All right. And then look at the bottom of here. Solutions. That's the temperance energy here. Archangel Zadkiel. What do you say? Success that comes from objective compromise, self-control and patience, forgiving and healing energy. So yeah, I think that very much speaks to what we've been talking about here. Solutions. How do I balance this out? How can we both pour into this and get what we hoped for? Look at this, y'all. I can't make this up. And get what we wish for with the star card coming back there. It's another 8. Okay. There's definitely an indication. Archangel Michael just popped up, so there's definitely indication that the path is clear, that clarity, if it's needed, is on its way. Even, you know what I'm saying? It's like you can make new plans, you can explore that new idea. The path is open for it. Okay. I hope y'all don't mind my mess on my thing, because I have not tried to keep it together for y'all. What is this deck called? It's called like Gateways. So let's see. We're going to close with this one, because I feel like this is the last one. It is. So we're just going to ask about the gateway. What gateway are you guys walking through together right now? Dwelling in truth. Yep. Honest communication about feelings that you're having and ideas that have been coming to your mind about what you might actually want in the relationship. It says, I stand in the light of truth. On the bottom of the deck, you have embracing the future. Look at that door, like it just came out of nowhere. You know what it looks like? The end scene of the Truman Show, where he exits the scene, the stage, or the whatever. He exits and he's walking to that wall, and it just looks like a wall, and he walks up it, and then there's the door he walks out. I hope y'all know what I'm talking about, because he exits the matrix, right? Or exits that made up town existence that they had birthed him into. Sharing of yourself. I am an incredibly generous being. Remember I said this person would be okay with sharing you, or they would be someone that could be shared amongst people. It says sharing of yourself. So there is something here. This chick is wearing a tutu and she riding a zebra. So this is definitely saying that there's definitely an energy of, if you have some type of unique setup or unique idea for your relationship, then you definitely need to let that thing go. You need to let that thing be a thing. Like, go ahead and have it, birth it out here. She's literally in a tutu, white gloves on her hands, and she riding the back of a zebra. And so this is saying something about that. Don't be worried about what people say. Don't be worried about if you're going to look crazy or if it's going to be strange to people. It really ain't none of your business how they feel. Honestly, we don't care. We don't really care. So this is definitely saying something about having some type of eccentric or unique type of relationship. You better speak up, because you just don't even know how much people are actually out here looking for that kind of energy. You know what I'm saying? Looking for people who want to explore different types of relationships, because I think people are just tired of the old ideals. You know what I'm saying? People are just tired of the old ideals. I know for me, burnout. Shit, I'm burnt out on relationships. So if something unique came to me, I might explore that thing because why not? I done tried everything else. So yeah, I think that's it, guys. An hour in one reading. Oh my gosh. So I do hope that touches for somebody. So I'm about to go. All right, peace, y'all.